Rolling.
Hi, everybody. This is Jake Schwartz from the American Athletic Conference. It's Media Day at the Philadelphia International Airport, better known as the Philadelphia Marriott. And one of my favorite guests back here on the Voice of Reason, Gregg Marshall. Coach, pleasure to see you. As always, good to talk with you. And yes, we're talking about the pride of as Wichita falls, so falls Wichita Falls. How are you feeling on this great Monday? It's Monday, October 14th, by the way.
Yeah, I feel good, man. I feel good. Coaching my basketball team, trying to put together a team, and we're working hard.
Yes, it's always a pleasure to talk with you. We go back to the days of Reebok Breakout, I think Hoop Group, Elevate Hoops, and of course I inspired you to get your first cheesesteak at D'Alessandro's, I believe.
That's right.
That was a good time.
Had another one last night.
Did you really?
Yeah, I didn't go to D'Alessandro.
Where'd you go?
Right here in the hotel.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, cheesesteaks, yeah.
And what was the name of that place? I will definitely look that up.
It was just the catering.
Okay, so but it's not a Philly cheesesteak, as they say. But let's talk about your team, upcoming season. You're in, I believe, over what officially year is this for you in Wichita?
13.
This is your 13th year. Tell us about the expectations. Everybody's talking. This is now really the future of college basketball conference, one of the toughest in the country, with Memphis and Houston leading the pack.
Yeah, we're just trying to play in March with a chance to advance, and our guys understand that in order to do that, you got to be good in October and November, and we're working extremely hard. We're putting in the time. They're developing their skills and their minds and their bodies. They're extremely coachable, and they're getting better. So if we can get them better individually and collectively from now until the end of the season, we're gonna be there in that mix and have a chance to achieve our goal.
What are some of the names that everybody's looking forward to see this year?
Well, our senior Jamie Ichinike,
Yes.
the big guy. He's when healthy and inspired, he is a dominant force on both ends. He can shoot it, he can drive it, he can score around the basket, he can rebound, he can defend the goal. Dexter Dennis is our dynamic sophomore, one of our better defenders on the perimeter, a guy that can shoot the basketball, plays extremely hard. And then, got Eric Stevenson and Jamarius Burton, two guys that grew up during the course of last year as sophomores this year. And our freshman class is a dynamic freshman class with a lot of good young guards, a couple of bigs. We've got a junior college transfer, Trey Wade.
I've heard of that name,
He'll be an
actually.
impact
Yes.
player. So we're excited about what we've got and continuing to try to put the pieces together.
When you think of the one name, it's called Shocker. Have you felt like you've kind of, since in the 13 years you've been coaching at Wichita State, because you've been part of some of NCAA's greatest moments, would you definitely say shocker is definitely a word to describe your the career that you've had, because you have certainly had some big-time upsets and played in some great games?
Well, I mean, I love that nickname. I love the mascot. I think it's one of the best in the country. I love our fans. I love our facility. I love the players that we get a chance to coach on a daily basis. So that's the ideal, just to shock the basketball world and bring the Wheat Shockers into the mainstream.
You've done that. I certainly believe that you've had that opportunity. Jake Schwartz here at the Philadelphia Marriott. Expectations, again, very high in Wichita. Gregg Marshall, pleasure to see you as always, and we'll talk with you down the road.
Thanks, Mark.